Hi everyone and welcome to NameHero.com. I'm Ryan Gray, the founder and CEO here of NameHero, and today I want to talk about our winter sale that is now online. So if I head over here to the blog, and if you want to find this post, you can head over to NameHero.com/startup. It's just NameHero.com/startup, and it'll bring you up to our main blog page here. And if you don't see this post at the top, you can search for it here in the search box. So you can just type in NameHero discounts for 2019 in here, and it'll bring it right up. But I'm basically going to explain everything outlined in this post so you know about our sale that's going on. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the post, it's the new year. It's 2019, and you know, with the new year it becomes this fresh slate, as I like to call it. And you know, for me personally, I like to look at you know, my goals over the last 12 months over 2018, and you know, see where I want to start fresh, see where I want to start this new beginning, because you know, a new year brings new opportunities. And of course each year, you know, I like to continue improving, not only business wise but in my personal life as well. You know, I like to continue to grow. You know, so if you look at your resolutions, and you know, a lot of people have kind of the same type of resolutions, and it normally revolves around health, wealth, and relationships. You know, people want to be in better shape, they want to have better health, and you know, that may mean lose weight or gain muscle, and then of course as far as money is concerned, you know, people want to make more money, people want to manage their money better, and then of course with relationships, you know, we all want to have some type of relationship. You know, maybe that's just a better relationship with our friends, maybe it's you know, to get married and have a spouse or maybe a partner, or maybe just to, you know, kind of date around and make better decisions here in the next year. So you know, whatever your resolution is, NameHero can help you with one of those. And you know, that's with the money thing. And you know, at NameHero, we pride ourselves in helping online businesses get online, or help businesses get online. So you know, if you're an individual or a small business and you know, you're wanting to start your business, so this could be as simple as, you know, maybe this year you want to start your own blog. I know we have a huge uptick in mommy bloggers, so to speak. You know, they like to. We see a lot of you know, moms and mothers that work at home that are starting their own blog nowadays, and kind of you know, getting started that way. You know, so regardless of what your hobby is, you know, you might want to just get your own blog online to, you know, kind of document your hobby, and that could turn into a business. You know, you might be a small mom and pop business and you don't have a website yet, and you want to get that online, or you know, maybe you do have a website online with another web host and you want to move it over to the cloud to make it faster. So you know, we can help with all those situations. And of course, if you want to, you know, if this is a year that you're going to start your own business, NameHero has helped thousands of resellers over the last 4 years get their online business started. So I'm going to talk about that in this post as well. Now, if you're already an established online business, or an app developer or a software developer, we of course have VPS hosting packages for you as well. And you know, if you have a very popular website and you need a lot more resources, then this same cloud technology we use on our web hosting and reseller hosting packages is also available to you. So let's get started talking about our web hosting sale first. So this is for our basic cloud web hosting. Now if I go to NameHero, that's what's highlighted right here. And if I go down here, you can see our three main products that we offer, our three main hosting solutions: our web hosting, our reseller, and our VPS. So let's talk about the web hosting first. These are our basic hosting packages, and this is where 99% of customers get started. So you know, if you're starting your online business, or if you're, you know, an online, if you're an offline business and you just have a website that, you know, may receive a couple thousand visitors a month, then this is where you need to get started. And of course, you can always upgrade later on as your resources need it. So, you know, a lot of startups that are just getting going will start off with the starter cloud. This package allows hosting for one website only. So most of the time, the Plus and the Turbo are the most popular at NameHero, because the Plus allows you to host up to 6 websites, and the Turbo is unlimited. So, you know, even if you just have one website right now, if you're starting a new business, you might decide, you know, 6 months down the road, you want to have another website for another subsection of that business, or maybe you want to have a business website and a personal website hosted. So that's why we see a lot of people going with the Plus rather than the Starter, because the Starter is just one website, and you know, people just don't want to be limited to that, because then they have to buy another starter package, you know, 6 or 7 months down the road. So these are the two most popular ones at NameHero. But again, if you're a startup and you're just getting started, and we understand, me being an internet entrepreneur for 20 years now, I understand what it's like getting started and having all these costs. So you might want to start off slow, and then since we are in the cloud, you can always upgrade at any time. And that's the cool thing at NameHero's. We're on the cloud, so if you start off with a starter and you want to upgrade all the way to the business, all you do in your interface is click upgrade. You pay the difference, and then you have instant access to these new resources. So, that's one thing about being on the cloud is there's no downtime. There's no upgrade time. It just comes immediately as soon as you complete that payment. So at NameHero, we are high-speed cloud web hosts, meaning that we use Lightspeed servers, meaning that Lightspeed is the web server software, and it's up to 10 times faster than Apache, which is what we see a lot of our competitors use. So if you're moving over from GoDaddy or HostGator or Bluehost, it's likely they're using Apache, and you're using Apache on your hosting package, so you're going to see an immediate increase in speed. And the same with our solid state drives. We put unlimited SSD storage here, and a solid state drive is a much faster drive than your typical or traditional SATA drives. And I actually have two of these in the office here. So this is a traditional SATA drive. It's got a lot of moving pieces inside of it, and they're known to fail, and it's not as fast. This is a solid state drive. It's a lot smaller, and it doesn't have any moving pieces inside. If I kind of hit on this, I can hear it, whereas this one you don't have it, and it's just faster. So this is what we use, and a lot of shared web hosts out there, they don't do it because it's more expensive. It's more expensive to buy SSD drives. So it's considered a premium, and we offer it here at NameHero at an affordable price. So that's a huge upgrade that you're going to get coming with us here. At NameHero, we also allocate resources to your account, so you don't have to guess. A lot of our competitors out there, they kind of hide this down in their terms of service or their acceptable use policy about how many resources you're allowed to use. So at NameHero, we tell you right up front, you can have 1 CPU core, 2 CPU, 3 CPU, 4, 1 gig of RAM, 2 gig of RAM, 3 and 4 gigs of RAM. So basically, in layman's terms, if you're not technical, the more cores and the more RAM, the more resources you have, hence the faster your package is. And so that's why we list the suitable for number of visitors. We don't limit you based on the visitors to your website. You might get more than 50,000 visitors on the Turbo. You might get more than 100,000 visitors a month on the Business. But that's just kind of a benchmark based on the RAM and the cores. So if you don't know anything about CPU cores or RAM, you can kind of look at the suitable amount of visitors. And again, depending on how your site's coded, if you're using WordPress, depending on how many plugins you have and how the code and the theme is, you might get more or you might get less visitors. So it's really up to that. But we actually show you these limits inside a cPanel, so you'll know in real time what your website's using. And if you ever start to encroach on these, if you start to hit the 2 CPU cores or 2 gigs of RAM and need more, you're going to see these warnings pop up in cPanel, so then it's never a guessing game. We hear from a lot of customers that, hey, I was hosted at HostGator and my account got suspended for excessive usage and I don't know why. And of course, we're not going to do that to you here at NameHero. We show that inside a cPanel so you know. We also use RAID 10 technology, which means that technically we have a couple of SSD drives in each server. And so say this drive is where you upload your data to. There's another one that's mirroring it in real time. So in case this drive would fail, which solid state drives don't fail often, there's another kind of a backup one in place. So if this drive would fail, the other one immediately takes over and there's never any downtime. So that adds to a lot of redundancy here at NameHero. And we don't see a lot of shared hosts in the industry that use RAID 10 because again, it's more expensive and essentially, that means double the space. If you have one of these, you have to have another one so it can mirror it in real time. So it's more expensive to set up the architecture. And again, here at NameHero, it's our goal to offer a premium infrastructure at an affordable price. And finally, I'll talk about Cloudflare Railgun. Cloudflare is a content delivery network solution, and it also has DDoS protection and kind of security features. But Railgun, it basically allows, when your visitor visits your website, it allows them to pull your dynamic resources from the data center closest to them. So, for example, if I was going to visit your website, I'm in Kansas City, if I'm using Cloudflare Railgun, it's going to pull your style sheets, your JavaScript from the Kansas City Cloudflare data center. So there's no latency. It cuts back that latency, and it's proven to increase your speed by up to 200%. So if you're not using this with your current web hosts, again, you're going to notice more, a better speed increase with Cloudflare Railgun. If you were to go to Cloudflare and buy their Railgun, it only comes with their business package, which is $200 a month. So you're going to save because it's free with any of these hosting packages at NameHero's. So that's a huge benefit and a huge bonus. So a lot of our customers love that. Our other features here, kind of the unlimited basic features that you see elsewhere. The only other limit that I would like to mention is we have unlimited storage, which means we don't monitor the number of gigabytes or megabytes you upload. Instead, we use the inode limit. So if you hover over the I, you can see this. So inodes are actually files, you could call it. It makes more sense. It's the number of files that you can have in your account at any given time. So for the starter and the plus, that limit is 250,000, a quarter million. And the turbo and the business, that limit's 500,000. And so this is, when you upload your WordPress site, it's all the WordPress stuff. And, on average, an average site uses probably 10,000 files. Now, if you use email on your account, you're going to have more file usage because, each email is a file. But as long as you're deleting out spam emails and stuff, this limit normally stays pretty manageable. Very rarely do we see sites go over 100,000. And of course, it's very rare for them to see them hit the 250,000. And, we only see the clients hitting 500,000 when they have a very large website. And, once you start hitting this 400,000, 500,000 inode limit, about that time, you're probably best to go to a VPS anyways. And you're probably going to be outgrowing this 100,000 monthly visitors anyways. So that's something to keep in mind. But again, this is all shown inside of cPanel, so there's no guessing on how much you're using, and you can easily see it. But, for 99% of customers here at NameHero, these limits, you don't even notice them, but they're in place because we have to have limits somewhere. So that's the only big difference, the inodes, the RAM, and the cores. So again, the faster, more resources, and of course, how many files you can have in your account. So I would suggest, if you're just getting started, look at the starter, look at the plus probably being the most popular out of the two. If your website's already in existence, and you're getting a fair amount of visitors, look at the turbo and look at the business. That's kind of the guide that I give customers coming in. And if you're not sure, start with the plus. If you're not getting any more than 25,000 visitors a month, go with the plus. You can always upgrade to the turbo, even if you need to do it the next day. You're not penalized. All the money that you spent with the plus will be applied to the turbo. So no money is ever lost at NameHero. So you can always upgrade to the next package and keep the money you've already used. So that's our web hosting packages in a nutshell. I encourage you to read through the rest of our page here. You can read what our customers say. You can read reviews. You can learn how our cloud hosting is different than traditional web hosting. I'll learn the details behind all the technologies we have. Remember, we have stuff like free SSL certificates. That's kind of a given in 2019 because even Google Chrome announced last year in 2018 that if you don't have an SSL certificate, they actually show an error, a warning error on your site, and you don't want to have that. So you don't have to pay for SSL. It's free and automatic. It's free and automatic for all of your websites you host too. You don't just get one free SSL certificate. You get unlimited for all the sites that you host. So again, I encourage you to read through this page and look at all the benefits, as I don't want to get too much more long-winded in here. We have tons of videos and reviews. Our WordPress has this malware protection, one-click staging, Lightspeed cache, nightly backups. The hosting packages are loaded full of all the features that you need. And so, if there's pretty much anything you think you need, I can almost assure you that we do have it. So, we really pride ourselves on having all the features at NameHero. And our web hosting packages, so far this year, it's the 10th as I'm recording this video in January. These packages have been the most popular product at NameHero this year. We're seeing tons of orders every single day of people wanting to get their website on the cloud, wanting to make it faster and have it loaded full of all these features that we don't upsell on. And you also get a free domain as long as you sign up for a year or more. So again, that's a huge savings there as well. So keep that in mind. All right, now switching gears, let's talk about our reseller hosting packages. Oh, and by the way, these are 45% off our cloud web hosting. This is the largest discount we've ran in quite some time. And so, I also think that's another reason why we're seeing this huge uptick in business, is because really for, under $50 a year, you can get started with our basic hosting. So tons of savings there. So if we talk about our reseller hosting here, I'll navigate here to our reseller page. Now, this is for those that either one, you're a web developer, a web designer, or a marketing agency, and you need to provide hosting for multiple clients. This allows you to create unlimited cPanels. So basically, you have access to a piece of technology called Web Host Manager. And Web Host Manager allows you to create a cPanel for a customer. So let's say that you're a WordPress developer and you have tons of clients you're making websites for. You can offer them hosting and you can white label it so they never see NameHero, and you're able to be your own web host without having to set up servers or know any type of technology or server guru stuff. You don't have to have any of that. It's all in a web interface and it's point and click. We also see around this time of year a lot of entrepreneurs that want to start their own hosting business like NameHero, and they start with our reseller hosting packages. So essentially you can sell the same type of hosting package we offer here. You can sell these yourself and white label them, and you can charge whatever you want. You do your own. If you want to charge more than us, you're more than welcome to. If you want to charge less, you can do that as well. So this is where that starts, though, is with our reseller hosting packages. We are running a tremendous special right now on them. They're 40% off. And as I put in this post, we haven't ran a promotion this big in over 6 months. So, these are going to be very limited. Once we hit a certain number of customers with these, we will be changing that. So if you're seeing these prices, and I'm not saying this to be all hypey and stuff, I'm saying this to be honest, get on this right now, because the corporate package is the most popular because it includes a free WHMCS license. Now, for those that don't know what WHMCS is, it's the same software we use at NameHero to deploy all these packages. So WHMCS is the back end. It deploys the packages for you. So basically, using WHMCS, you can create your own website like NameHero. Call it whatever you want. Call it's whatever your hosting brand is, and use WHMCS to create a website. And again, you can make it almost just like NameHero, and you can offer your own packages using it, and it automates it. So your customer goes to your site, they look at your packages, they sign up and buy it. It deploys automatically. It handles all the billing and invoicing, and it bills them each month. And purchased from WHMCS alone, the license alone is about $15 a month, and I have that listed in this post right here. Whoops, let's get back over to it. WHMCS is $15.95 a month, and you get this for free. So basically, you're saving that $15.95 and you're getting the hosting. So that's why this is such a huge savings here, because really you're just paying about $4 a month for the hosting and getting the license. So if you were to buy like the startup package, you would still have to go buy WHMCS. So our corporate's the most popular, and most of the time resellers will start with the corporate. And then as they start to get customers and they need more than 100 gigabytes, they'll go buy another package. They'll buy a startup and entrepreneur. And using WHMCS, you can use multiple hosting packages, multiple reseller packages to offer more space to your customers. So keep that in mind too. But if you're just, if you don't want to use WHMCS, start with a startup or entrepreneur. But most people go with the corporate because of the huge value, the huge savings. Now, I do have to mention, to get this 1977, this is billed every 2 years. We reward customers at NameHero that sign up with us for a longer period of time. So to save, nearly 50% off, you sign up for 2 years. The discount is valid for the first invoice only. So if you go month to month, you only get the discount for the first month, and then after that it's $39.95. So you're going to save the most by going with 2 years. Some people, they don't want to make that commitment, and if that's you, I understand, but of course it's $39.95 a month going month to month. So you save more the longer you sign up. And with our reseller packages, it's 100% white labeled. People never see NameHero. You're able to resell an allocated amount of space. So you are allowed to oversell, which means that you can oversell your resources, but you're only billed on what you actually use. So you can use up to 100 gigabytes. You can use up to 75 gigabytes. You can use up to 50 gigabytes. It's not unlimited like our basic hosting packages. And if you need more space, you simply order another reseller package. So what most customers will do is they'll sign up with the corporate package, and then once they reach about 70 gigabytes of usage, they'll add a startup package, to add 50 gigabytes more. So that's how it works here. We don't sell an upgrade to the corporate. You would just buy another package, and then you use WHMCS to rotate through all those resources. So keep that in mind. We don't limit you on the number of hosting customers that you create. It's just on your resource usage. So you can create unlimited customers. Many of our competitors, they say, well, you can have 50 customers, you can have 100 customers. No, you can have unlimited. You're just limited on the space you can use and the bandwidth. Now, here in 2019, bandwidth is cheap. I don't see you going over this 2,000 gigabyte bandwidth limit, or the 500 gigabyte, you might kind of encroach on that. So really, I don't worry too much about bandwidth nowadays. These do come with free domains if you purchase for a year or more, so you save on that registration. The corporate comes with a free dedicated IP address, which increases the mail deliverability. So if you're going to have customers that use email, you want a dedicated IP. So that's another reason the corporate's so attractive. If you want this dedicated IP at the startup or entrepreneur, you can buy it, but it's $29.95 a year. So it's about $250 a month additional on these if you want that dedicated IP. Just like our basic hosting, you have the Cloudflare and Railgun, and you can offer this to your customers. So that's another huge upsell there. Your customers get the Cloudflare with Railgun, then if they went with Cloudflare, they'd have to pay $200 a month. So that's a huge bonus. You also get a free domain reseller account. So if you want to be able to register domains, if you want to offer domains to your customers, so essentially you're being like a GoDaddy, or like us here at NameHero, how we sell domains, you can do this. And this is all done through WHMCS. So, your reseller account plugs right into WHMCS, so where your customers can go to your website and they can buy their domain through you. So a lot of our resellers love that feature. So that's available on the corporate package as well. We have the free nightly backups and the same features as our basic hosting, which means free SSL, free malware scanning, all those good stuff, all that good stuff is available as well. Just like our basic hosting packages, you can read our reviews, you can read more about kind of what I've talked about and why NameHero, and we're proud of this. We are the fastest growing reseller hosting provider in the US currently. And that's because that we offer this high-speed cloud, and our reseller hosting packages are just loaded with features. A lot of our competitors, they upsell on these features. We offer it all. So you got the high-speed cloud, you have SSD with RAID 10, you have Lightspeed, free SSL, Cloudflare Railgun, WHMCS automation, completely white labeled. So take advantage of all these features. And again, we haven't had a sale this big in 6 months, so take advantage of why these prices last. And you can again read through all this, look at all these features, the one-click stuff. You can read what our customers say about the technology we have, and who a reseller account is for, if it's right for you and your business. And we have tons and tons of video tutorials to walk you through the setup. And if I go over here to this post, I have a huge link right here, how to get started with reseller hosting. So you can click this, and we have tons of resources, even a free course on how to get started. So if you have no idea about reseller hosting, but you want to get started, these courses and videos will help you step by step. This video right here is 5 hours long, and it will walk you through exactly how to set up WHMCS. So make sure you check all that stuff out. Tons and tons of resources here available at your disposal. So, and it's free. The resources are free whether you sign up or not. So, if you're on the fence, check out the free resources. Check out our free course you can enroll in right here. Learn about WHMCS here. And of course, we've got technical support 24/7, 365. Call us, live chat us, or email us, with those questions. We'd be more than happy to help you out. So our reseller hosting business is huge. And if 2019 is the year you want to start your own business, use these resources, get up and going. We're more than happy to have you part of our organization here at NameHero. So finally, I want to talk about our VPS hosting packages. They're currently 25% off, and these have become extremely popular over the last year. So let's go over here, click VPS hosting, and look at them, and I'll explain why. A lot of our customers, once they experience the power, speed, and reliability of our basic hosting and reseller hosting, they want more, and so they end up getting some VPSs. VPSs allow you the ability to have everything customized up to the operating system. It's for the high demand customer. If you're a reseller web host and you're going to be using lots of resources and lots of customers, this is where you can add those resources to your account. If you have a popular website, if you're a webmaster of a popular website, this is where you're going to find hosting to be able to serve millions of visitors. So this is for the developers too. If you're an app developer, if you offer a service to your customers, this is where you want to get that start. And just like our other hosting packages, these are all built on top of our high-speed cloud. So it's not like, a lot of our competitors still deploy VPSs on old school dedicated servers. No, these are in the cloud, meaning that once you deploy, say, the Hero 4 gigabyte, you can upgrade to the Hero 6 gigabyte in real time, meaning that you don't have to migrate over. You just click, you make a payment, and it scales up to the 6 gigabyte. If you're on the 6 gigabyte, you need to go to 8 gigabytes. You can scale up. If you're on the 8 gigabyte and you need more resources, get with our sales team. We have a bigger VPS for you. We even have cloud dedicated. So, the upgrade, you can upgrade on any of these real time. And there is like maybe 5-10 minutes of downtime while the server reboots, but there's no data migration. It's just the server has to re-image and expand upwards. So that's the only reason for a little bit of downtime, but most of the time customers will schedule this to do it like at maybe 4 or 5 in the morning or even like in the midnight hour. The differences amongst these, the biggest one is the RAM. So that's why each package is called like Hero 2 gigabyte, which means you get 2 gigs of RAM. 4 gigabytes, you get 4, 6, 6, and 8, 8. What I recommend going with is starting with the Hero 4 gigabyte. The 2 gigabyte is good if you're a developer and you're really not live. 2 gigabytes of RAM, it's really low to be serving a whole VPS, but we wanted a solution where developers that maybe are starting on their app don't have to spend that much, just to customize everything in their app. And then once they take their app live, they upgrade to the 4 gigabytes. So, I recommend if you already have a website going, start here. If you're just working on an app and your app's not live yet, you can start here. But I definitely recommend if you do have live traffic and customers, start here and then move your way upward. If you don't yet have customers live, if you're the startup in the basement or in the garage, you can start here, and then as you push it out live, you can upgrade. Now, if you get a lot of traffic, if you're getting thousands of visitors a day, start the 6, and then you can always go to the 8, because that's going to give you the most power to serve those visitors. Like our basic hosting packages, we also allocate the CPU cores, and so the more cores you have, again, the faster it is, the more resources you have. Each VPS comes with 2 dedicated IPs, so you have white labeled name servers. You also have the free SSL certificates, just like our other hosting packages. Each VPS comes with a free cPanel license. So if you've used our reseller or our web hosting packages, we use cPanel on those. And that's a $25 a month value. So automatically you're saving. So look, like the 2 gigabyte, you're going to basically paying, the difference of $25 a month that you would be paying for cPanel. So keep that in mind. That comes free with all of our VPSs. They're all Cloudflare ready. If you want to add the Cloudflare and the Railgun, then we have a small setup fee because we have to actually customize your server for it, but they are ready for that. And we also fully manage these, meaning you don't have to worry about updating the software and keeping the kernels updated or rebooting them. It's really a hands-off solution. And we still have our 99.9% uptime. They come with CentOS 7. All of these have Apache. If you want to upgrade to Lightspeed like our other hosting packages, you can, and you'll see that when you go to configure these. So our VPS packages are extremely popular because, again, once customers they experience our web hosting package, they experience our reseller hosting packages, they want to go to that next level. That starts with our VPSs. So, and that's why they are more expensive, because essentially they're dedicated machines. You can customize all the way up to the operating system. Whereas with our basic hosting and our reseller hosting, there's some limitations of what you can do on a shared node versus your very own cloud node. So again, if you go to the VPS, it's your very own cloud node, and you can customize everything. They have full root access, so you can have a lot of flexibility. Other than the RAM, the space, so you start off with 30 gigabytes of space, 60, 90, 120. So it's really how much space you need for your website or for your customers determines that, but you can always upgrade at any time. Same with the other ones. If you want to go through, you can read about our reviews, and you can learn even more about what I've talked about. What makes our VPS hosting technology so so much different, so much, in my opinion, better than others out there. But you be the judge of that. Don't let me tell you what to do. But these have the solid state drives for RAID 10. They're fully managed, so it's a hands-off solution. You get the cPanel and Web Host Manager, the free SSL certificates. You have the option for offsite backups. The bandwidth is the incoming bandwidth is free, so you only pay for outgoing bandwidth. So you can see each one of these comes with 5 terabytes of bandwidth. That's only outgoing. The incoming's free, so we very rarely see people hit the bandwidth limit on these. And so, like I said, go through these, read up about the technology, learn that these are on the cloud, they're extremely fast, 99.9% uptime, and we also will migrate over from your current VPS or from your other web host if you need it. And you can learn more about the software that comes standard. You do the one-click installer. If you're operating a reseller business and you want to offer your customers like one-click WordPress installs, you can actually offer over 449 scripts with the click of a button using Softaculous. So that comes free as well. You can learn about how we compare to others in the industry and why a VPS is for you or not. We also have a free course right here called VPS Hosting 101. If you're not sure, is a VPS for you? Is it complicated? Enroll in this course. And I'm the instructor of the course, and I'll walk you through step by step how to get started with a VPS. So, if you think it's complicated, I challenge you to think again, because it's not, and we try to make it as simple as possible. So we even have a course to show you step by step. And of course, we have our 24/7, 365 support. Call us, live chat us, or email us. And again, reviews and features that you can check out here on your own time, and you can compare everything on there. But as I said, let me go back here. They're 25% off. Again, just like our other packages, it's on the first invoice. So the longer you sign up, the more you save. So I recommend going with at least a year, because you'll save the most. And you'll see all this, all the features and stuff are on this page here. So check that out. So finally, I'm going to say with any sale, we do have some terms. The coupons are valid, one per customer. These are our new customer discounts. If you're an existing customer, we have discounts for you time to time. We email you. So if you are an existing customer, we'll have an opportunity to save. But these are for new customers. They're valid the discounts are valid on the first invoice only. So as I said, the longer you sign up, the more you'll save. And of course, cross account promotion is prohibited. So meaning that you can't have an account and then go sign up for another account, because that's abusing the system. And of course, we have to have these terms to keep from abuse. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can comment on this blog post, and I'm gonna put this video on our YouTube channel as well. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go check it out. We have thousands of videos and hours of videos on VPS hosting, basic hosting, reseller hosting. You can see all of our uploads, and we've got some playlists to check out. So, all you have to do to subscribe is log in to your YouTube account, click subscribe, and you'll be notified when we post new videos, such as this sale video. So make sure you do check that out. If you're looking for more information, check this YouTube channel out, because we put a lot of work into it. So thanks for watching, though. And we're super excited for the new year and for this new clean slate. We look forward to the customers that are going to be coming over. We always see a huge uptick in business around January of customers, wanting to move off their old host or to get started with a fresh host for 2019. So, we look forward to serving all of you. At NameHero, we like to say we do things a little bit different than other web hosts. I don't want to sit here and say we're better. Come over, read the reviews, but sign up and put us to the test. See for yourself the difference we try to do here at NameHero with our high-speed cloud, and as well as our 10 for 10 customer service and support. We really work hard on offering top customer service and support. We only employ level 3 technicians and that are very knowledgeable about our hosting products. So check us out. We're more than happy to have your business. We look forward to another great year with you. So thanks for watching and using us here at NameHero.com.